friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Devin and I just want to take a quick moment to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. I hope that you are enjoying this special day with your family, friends, and of course lots of good food. I just want to say thank you to everyone for your friendship and support on this channel. It really means a lot to me, and it's why I keep coming back with videos to share every Thursday, because you guys relate to loving stationery, and that's not something that I have easily found in my everyday life. So I just want to thank you for allowing me to share some of my pen and paper nerdiness with all of you. For today's video, we're going to dive into some stationery favorites. So sit back, relax, and if you want to check out any of the things that I talk about in this video, those things will be linked off in the description box below. To kick things off, let's talk about the Twizz Diamine 580 ALR in purple. This is a pen that I've been really enjoying lately, and I think it's because it has a broad nib. It's the only broad nib currently in my pen collection, and I've received a lot of encouragement from you guys to try nibs outside of the extra fine, and medium range, which I think is my comfort zone right now. It's something that I know can translate and can work on a lot of different types of paper, because not all of the paper and notebooks that I use are specifically made for fountain pens. So I kind of like having that versatility. Surprisingly though, this pen has worked on a lot of non-fountain pen targeted paper. So I've been really enjoying that about it. Currently I have this ink with the Diamine Shimmer Frosted Orchid, and this has been such a lovely pair. I think with the broad nib it really allows the shimmer to flow through, and I haven't had any issues with like clogging or anything like that. So it's been a very pleasant experience. If you're not familiar with this pen, just a couple of things to note is that it's a piston filling pen and it has aluminum accents such as the grip. I know that the grip was sort of a deal breaker for some people because they did a ribbed sort of style on it. I don't mind it. I think it's okay, but I know that the other versions of this pen have a smooth grip. I've been enjoying this pen not only because it's a very reliable writer, but because it just feels really nice to write with. It just feels a little bit more expensive and luxurious than some of my other pens, because it is a little bit more expensive and luxurious than some of my other pens. So that's kind of a no-brainer, but I really enjoy it for those reasons. It's more hefty in weight, and for certain writing occasions, I prefer that. Let's go ahead and talk more about these Diamine Shimmer inks. I have to shout out to my pen friend Daniel for sending these lovely inks over to me. He knows that I'm quite fond of shimmer inks, so he sent me Frosted Orchid, Tropical Glow, and Lilac Satin. These are all beautiful shimmer inks, and like I mentioned earlier, I do have the Frosted Orchid inside of my Twizz Diamine 580 ALR right now, and it's been a wonderful pair. I did use these in my previous video where I did a DIY Christmas card tutorial. It's super simple and a very fun, unique way to share ink swatches with your pen friends this Christmas. So if you haven't seen that video, I will have it linked off in the description box below. I think it's good to note that with any shimmer ink, you should proceed with a little bit of caution. You might have to babysit your pens just a little bit more in order to make sure that everything is working the way that it should. I have cleaned out Lilac Satin out of my Moon Man M2 with a fine nib, and I haven't had any issues with that so far. So I'd like to go ahead and say that these inks are fairly low maintenance, but again, I've only cleaned out the Lilac Satin. I haven't cleaned out the Tropical Glow or Frosted Orchid from my pens yet. Shimmer just really speaks to my heart. So Daniel, thank you so much again for sharing these inks with me. Circling back to Twizy, I want to talk about the Twizy Eco White. I currently do not have this inked up with anything. It's kind of just in storage right now, but I didn't realize how much I really loved this pen until I was met with a moment where I might not have been able to use it anymore. So I had posted on my Instagram story a couple weeks ago that my Twizy Eco had cracked. I had noticed the cracks when I was getting ready to ink my pen up again, and the cracks are sort of near the grip section. There's 2 or 3 of them. So I was really disappointed. I was contemplating buying a whole nother Twizy Eco white because I loved it so much. But thankfully, Twizz reached out to me and they told me to shoot them an email, and they were able to send me a replacement barrel. I just paid for shipping. So my Twizy Eco is like new thanks to the replacement that Twizz sent over. And I guess it's like a thing that they offer to their customers. So if you're new to the fountain pen community like me, I wanted to pass that information on to you. If you have any issues with your Twizz pens, then reach out to them, because from my experience, they were extremely helpful and responsive. I think that just further strengthens my love for Twizz, and of course will result in many Twizz purchases in the future. I did also want to talk about my Quebec All Sport in rose gold. This has an extra fine nib, and it is my very first pocket pen and also my very first pen from Quebec. This is a pen that was kindly gifted to me by my sister, my brother-in-law, and my nephew. So Ate, Kuya, and Cam, thank you so much again. It's a pen that I've been really enjoying lately, and I kind of talked about this in my little stationery haul. If you haven't seen it, I will link it off in the description box below. But I just kind of wanted to come back on here and give you guys an update, because there has been a little bit of time for me to use it and further enjoy it. So this is an all aluminum body pen with a steel nib that features an iridium tip. I love it. It's just such a petite but well-weighted pen. It's not too heavy, but it's not too light either. I have found myself using it unposted, which is not something that I think is very common for a lot of people who use this pen. It was designed so that you post it and it becomes the appropriate length for most writers, but I don't know, I've been reaching for it and have been writing with it unposted. It's not all the time, it's just something that I've noticed that I've been doing lately. I do have it inked with the blue ink cartridge that it came with, and I think once I'm done with that, I'll probably flush it out and put in something new. But my goodness, is this a beautiful looking pen, and it's been a wonderful writer so far, and definitely a favorite for the past month. I would love to hear from all of you what you have been enjoying this past month. Let me know in the comment section below. It does not have to be stationery related. I love hearing it all. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it with a pen friend who you think might also enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications. That way you don't miss any of my videos. I do my best to upload here every Thursday evening, so please take care until then. Feel free to check out these 2 videos linked here on the screen, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.